Welcome back to Jackpot Crash Course Chapter 2 gameplay. Last live stream I had to stop a bit early. This is the second part, so we're going to continue from file 6 where we left off. Basically, I'm going to voice act since many people shouldn't have been here since it was really early. I hope more people will get on. I'm going to voice act the characters and kind of play through. This is spoilers for Chapter 2, so if you do not want to see the spoilers for Chapter 2, don't watch this up to the end of Chapter 1, which I will say when the end of Chapter 1 is, so if you want to get off and go play it for free on Steam, you can, but, yeah, let's get into that. Shouldn't you find it suspicious, too? It sounds like she's going against her role. She's going at what her role is supposed to be. Who knows what she's planning? Careful what you say. Careful what you say next, as I won't just stand here and let you talk ill about her. Know your place. Never mind. So, can I ask about that, hoof pick? Right, I doubt you went to prison with that thing. As much as I wanted to, no. I acquired this from a strange machine that was in the room when I first awoke here. So it wasn't just me. Everyone else got some sort of item then. Blah! It ain't fair. What do you mean there's a body of water around, but it can't be swimming? That's nice. You can't help your chum if you're hurt yourself, can you? I guess not. But doesn't mean I can't be. I'm not gonna say that about it though. Okay, I'm gonna go explore around. Now I have to go up here. What's VIP mean? Very important person. I never thought about how stupidly simple that abbreviation was. You there! We're on a very important duty right now. So that makes us one of the VIPs, right? Make way. Your entry is denied. Step aside. Clearly, they must have declined because your explanation was lacking proper context. Sit back and observe how I masterfully handle this interaction with the utmost respect, and your entry is denied. I didn't even say anything yet. For what reason? Is there a requirement or something? Only contestants with a maximum of 20 chips may enter. Our Orca man is much, much stronger than you. You let us in now, or I'm really gonna make him let you have it. Sailor, retreat? I don't think forcing ourselves in is the play right now. Captain, your orders? Guess we got no choice. But mark these words, scoundrel. Captain Sailor and his crew will never be truly defeated. That was great. How odd. I didn't expect to see something like this here. What, a phone booth? Nonsense. This is clearly confessional. It looks like a bit of both. There's only one way to be sure. Open it up, Orca man. No matter how hard you pull at the door, it doesn't budge. I don't think I can. It's shut in pretty tight. Thick? What do you mean? They walk over and knock on the walls next to the VIP entrance. Then they walk back to there. Whoa! Not much sound compared to the first one. The walls surrounding this booth are thicker than for VIP. For what? I've made another discovery. It's not an insertable slot next to the door. Oh, I get it now, so we have to use our chips to get in. Wait, something's off. It looks too small to be for chips. Speaking when your hair is covering your eye is obvious miscalculation from your part. Rook scoffs and pulls out one of her chips to place it against the slot for measure. As you can see, it perfectly does not fit. Coin. But Shirtman didn't mention any other currency, did he? This might be something we'd want to look for. Scary? Me? Oh, you mean the guard. Meow, 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 meow. So are we done? This looks inviting and distracting. Shield your eyes. I doubt whatever is needed for your friend can be found in the likes of that wretched place. Barnacles. That seems everything of note here. Where to next? Perhaps we should see what amenities are provided in the shop. Hold it! I have a true sense of direction and navigation. When you sail as far as I have, you build a feeling for these kinds of things. You do? Well, not exactly. But I do have something that'll help us find our way. Sailor whips out an old compass from his pocket and begins to turn it to see what direction to head towards. A compass? Where'd you find that? Found it in me cell before we left. It dropped out of the slot machine. Seems we received a token of good luck to aid us. I don't know. They got it, but how they got it, but I recognize it too. This here ain't just any old compass. It belonged to me grandpa. An heirloom? I was unsure of it myself, but the hoofpick I was given was the same brand as the one I had at home. I wonder if it is the same one. Sailor slowly turns in tune with the changing compass needle, turning towards the bar. I found our heading. Oh, no. I refuse to willingly go an establishment of the sort, especially with such an unsightly theme. Don't insult the compass like that. Its choice has been made. It's fate. We go there. We gotta buy first, because we're going to shop afterward. This is what I get for choosing to help the misfits. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Okay, we're gonna go to the bar. Hey, bro. They have the gal to include a shady den of drinking and billiards, but no beds. We haven't even found the dorms yet. What's that key for? You see when two people love each other very, very much. Usually privacy. Oh, sick! I'm looking at the help wanted. Help? Huh? Help with what? Are you okay? Is this man bothering you? I didn't even do anything. Come on, we're your crew. You can tell us, catfish. They shake their head and point towards the sign. Help wanted. I don't understand. Aren't the employees here for this exact reason? It could be for us. Staff member mentioned ways to make more tips. Probably this is what they were offering. Gambling isn't your taste. Well, as much as I find alcohol in the act of indulging in it's tasteful, it's comforting to know they prepared an opportunity for one to properly work and earn the chips instead of just through gambling at the very least. I'm gonna go look at this. Pool table. That ball looks just like the one on your belt. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not. How so? Never mind. I'm excited to try out the pool table later. Not as good as actual pool, but it'll do. Can I talk to... Good chat. We said nothing. Surely this is only for show, correct? They don't actually plan on having a real bar that serves criminals drinks during the run of a show. It'll be nice if they did. Might make handling everything a bit easier. I need a drink. Could use something to ease my nerves. You drink? Well, no, but I am thirsty. I'm sure they'll offer water if they open it later. See absolutely nothing of worth in this god-forsaken place. Nothing of worth to get. First thing I'm doing after interviews is getting a pint of whiskey. Wrong drink for a pint. Absolutely not. This game is great. I love it. I'm running. Why does he run so weird? You know, that's least of my concerns. You notice a familiar face in the shop near the corner. Or counter. Wait a sec. There he is! The guy that fried my chum. Why I oughta... Sailor motions, rolling up his sleeves in a true sailor-like fashion. Seahorse, go get it! There will be no getting him. I am far above unnecessary violence. Oh, okay. Orca-Man, go get it. I'm not doing that. But think of what he did to Sharkbag. What if he did that to your partner for the first game? Go on, think. I mean, that still sounds really intense. Attack! Fall into peer pressure. Whoa. What do you think you're doing? Getting you? Yeah. Now, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I didn't think that far ahead. Put him down! What the lady said. Maybe give him a good old flogging. What's that mean? Beat him up! Well, I'm definitely not doing that. Oh yeah, good thinking, Catfish. Let's interrogate him. The prospect of speaking with someone high-ranking is intriguing, though I firmly do not stand by the term of interrogation. This is purely a calm and collected conversation among peers. Are you sure about that? Because it really feels like an interrogation. Who are you? You're not paying attention earlier? I did the whole spiel on it. Damn, is my delivery really that forgettable? Hold your horses. I thought you looked familiar. You were the host last season as well, weren't you? Well, at least one person was paying attention. I didn't take you as an avid watcher of shows like this. I'm not, but caregivers were, and I would catch glimpses. Were? You still live with your parents? You still live with your parents? Enough! What did you do to that contestant? You mean Sandbag? I didn't do anything. He would have gone down in one wave like that. Someone must have put some kind of sea curse on him. Probably through the handcuff. That was production. I don't control the punishments. So somebody else is protecting you? If they were doing that, I doubt I'd be in the position I'm in now. They were broadcasting and he was acting volatile. You put a bunch of criminals in the same room and flashed lights on them. What the hell do you think is going to happen? I don't control that either. Complain to our lighting department. But you gotta admit, it's pretty good theatrics. Information card updated. They hold up a fan with the medical symbol drawn on it. What's Maneki saying? Their name's Maneki? Well, wait, yeah. Do you know where we could go to find any medical supplies? Well, maybe you weren't busy threatening me. You would have noticed that we're at a shop. If what you really want is to help him, why don't you take a look around? After letting me go, he's got the point. All right, toss him overboard. You drop Cupid without giving him any warning. Ugh, watch the suit. Mr. King, please make your way to the dressing room. Shooting will begin again momentarily. Whoa. I really love to continue chatting, but duty calls. Try not to take too long with whatever it is you're doing. We're behind schedule enough as it is. Cupid does himself off and heads out of the shop. Bye, bro. I'm gonna look at it. You think that shirt'll fit Sharkbag? I doubt it. Yeah, then there's nothing useful. Shirtman lied to us. Hold your horses. Look and behold, a first aid kit. Oh, I completely missed that. Can anyone afford it? I'm afraid I only have 5 chips in my possession. Shoot, same. You two got any luck? I also got 5, and 2 buttons, if that's anything. Wait, that's actually perfect. If there's 4 of us, we got 5 each. That means, no, we have 4 each. If we reach 0, we're eliminated. I'm 99% sure that's the cute way of saying executed. None of us can spend all our money. So we don't have enough for a first aid kit? As if on cue, Maneki suddenly fastly walked out of the shop. What? You there! Halt! Quick, crew! After them! I should say M. Here? Maneki nods twice. I told you guys not to get too close to the door. But it says fun on it! Exactly. Oh, that one staff member mentioned opportunities to gain chips throughout the show. This must be one of them. How dare they assume we would stoop low enough to take part in such a cheap scam like gambling? I refuse to take a single step inside that tent. I want to take part in a cheap scam? Sailor sprints through the door before anyone can think to stop him. Wait, you especially should not be allowed to go in there. Rook quickly pursues after him. Follow? How many fans do you have? Yes. Cool. A lot. This is even more obnoxious than I expected it to be. Whoa! This is what casinos are like? I can see why my old geezer's friends are always spending time here. Normal casinos aren't usually like this. This is some cheap carnival fare, if anything. Yeah, then what's even the point? So I'm gonna go look at all the thingies. I'm not gonna voice act for these parts because I'm really bored. I'm gonna pay this one. Okay, I gotta check out everything. We'll be back at the food stand later. Okay. Seems like this is our only option to make chips for now. Maybe we should split up and try our luck. Which? Okay, so each member of your group a game booth. Once you signed everyone a carnival game, click the confirm button. I think Sailor goes here because that kind of just makes sense. This, Maneki, Rook, and then I go here. Does that work for everyone? I don't know enough about the games to tell if it's the best option. But you seem like the type to spend all day here, so I'll trust your word for it. Why does everyone keep saying that? Okay. Welcome to Pig Dice. Roll the dice and make it to 20 without landing on 1. How much is your bet? I'm gonna bet 2. Roll the dice. That's half my chips. Dice lands on 2. Currently score is a 2. 6. 4. 5. Yay! I get 5 chips. So, how'd it go? Brooke? Only just fine. I admit my firearm skills are hardly comparable to my more practical abilities. I won 3 chips, making my total 8. That still helps. Sailor? I didn't have much say in how I won. I only made 3. Still good, that puts you at 8. Maneki? Hold up a fan with a drawing over their mouth. Is that a sideways 3? You want 3 chips? I think it's supposed to be a cat face, like a meow. That was a very bad cat voice. How did you make that sound with your mouth? Is that a good thing? Maneki holds out their fan, showing a total of 10 chips. I'll take that as a yes. So we have 36. That'll add up to be enough for the kit. Wow, gambling really solves all your problems. That definitely should not be the lesson you're taking away from this. Yeah, Sailor, that's like not the best. The first aid kit, please. The requested item has been sold out. What? That's bull. We were only gone for a few minutes. He said bull. Get it? Who said that? Wait, I need to know who said that. Hey, wait, isn't that supposed to be ours? Nuh-uh. It's last come, last serve. Don't you know? He means the opposite. They don't seem to be injured. What reason would they have to purchase such an item? Maybe they got it for Shark Bag before we could. Well, I guess that's kind of right. What are you playing at? As the question already guessed, no, we don't have much use for this item. But since we have it in our possession already, I'd be open to negotiate a way where we can both get what we want. And that is chips. What else? 20, I presume? Well, not as fast, horse girl. Haven't you included the labor fee, the transfer fee, and don't get me started on the shipping. We'll be open to resell the first aid kit starting at 36. That can't be right. Isn't that more than what it was in the shop? Almost double, actually. Well, not a chance we're paying for that. See yourself. While useless now, I'm sure it'll be handy to have for future emergencies. But Sharkbag really needs that. We should formally request a pause to this negotiation so we can hold a civilized crew meeting and decide our next best course of action. So, timeout. If you want to call it that. Timeout! Timeout? You four quickly huddle up in the corner. I knew those 3 were trouble. or would be trouble. As much as I don't want to reward their antics, it seems to be the only way of acquiring the first aid kit. If we pay them back, we'd each be down by more chips than what we started with. Raise? Wait, yeah, if we just use what we won so far to go make more chips again, we can put in more and we'll be back with an even bigger, right? We could pay them easily with that. That's only if we win. There's a chance we could end up with basically no chips and no medicine. Yeah, they walked us right into the end of a plank. What do we do? Counteroffer. Do you know if there's anything else we could offer them? I highly doubt they'll find much use in my hoof pick. What about you, Mr. Gates? I've got it's a crowbar. Sorry, Maneki. Smiley face. Maneki's out of luck too. Maybe I could give him my compass? You think they take it? Should we really ask this of him? Perhaps we should pass on the offer altogether. Shortbag needs the kit, though. Does he? I know you mean well, but I doubt that such an injury will leave him incapacitated. While painful, perhaps this is something he must overcome best without the first aid kit. I'm not sure. If his injury is fine, he needs some sort of pain meds before the next game, or he may be at too much of a disadvantage. Depending on what the game ends up being, that's the kind of thing you could cost him. They hold up a fan with a medical symbol drawn on it. Tisk. It's not like I want to give it up either, but this is survival, isn't it? Something that's worth a lot of money outside isn't going to do me much good inside. How many games do you really think would need a compass? Our Lucky Charms might seem useless for now, but all we know is they stick to you in a maze or something. Are you sure you'd be okay giving it up? I'm sure. A very noble deed. Your friend will surely appreciate your loyalty. Your group pulls away from the huddle to face the trio. Hurry up over there! Do you guys want this crummy junk or not? Wait, if we offered you guys something else too? It can't just be chips that you want. Sorry, kid, that's kind of just what we want. What about this? It's a real antique, trust me. It's handmade and has 1,000 stories with it, honest. Do you really think we'd be interested in some old beat-up hand-me-down? We're I don't know. Not running a charity. Does it still work? Vic, are you being serious? Hi, it works perfectly. I suppose it'll do. Though, word of advice, you really need to work on your negotiating skills. We'll take the compass and what you have for the kit. While still leaving us with one chip each, right? While still leaving you with one chip each. But keep in mind we're the ones doing you a favor here, yes? Yeah, just hand it over. Pleasure doing business with you. First aid kit! And good luck with the interviews. We hope that Bill will be feeling much better. Who the frick is Bill? It's not his name. They elbow his arm and whisper down to him. His name is Sandbag, moron. That's what I said, wasn't it? Bones, Elise. Or is it Ellis? I don't know. Usually say Elise, but I think it's Ellis. I don't know. Vic's trio walk out of the shop while counting their chips and arguing in hushed tones to one another. What rude rapscallions. And we're worse off than when we started. At least we're not down to zero. Something tells me those guys won't mind bankrupting under contestants. I wouldn't worry about the likes of them too much. Alliances of their ilk are bound to end up betraying one another. There's one chance of them making it far. Right, no time to be worrying about all this now. We still got a crewmate in need of our help. So, you've arrived right on time. He's just woken up. How's he doing? Who the frick are you? Guess that answers it. He's still alive and swimming. Hardly. The screechy songbird here was chatting my ear off. That's me. I'm grateful. I'm not going to say that. She was trying to keep you company. How are you feeling? Awake but weird. How long was I out? We unfortunately don't have any clocks here, but quite some time for such an injury. May I ask weird how? My arm's killing me, and I feel all jittery and intense from the shock, like my muscles are working against me. There's our confirmation on it being electrical shock. Do you think you can stand? Maybe a bit. Everything feels too sharp, and any fast motions make things hurt like hell. Opening and closing my hand still feels weird, like it's like I need to concentrate on every action I make or I'll fumble it. Even talking makes a weird stinging in my jaw. Now, how many volts does this thing have? Or just how many volts does this thing have? Perhaps you should have gone about making threats against the host before they even finish explaining the rules. Hey, just because it hurts doesn't mean I won't take the energy to sock you if you keep that up. I don't think it's really, really, really bad. How on earth did you end up with the rule crybaby? Enough about all that. We got you. This. Well, you didn't have to do that for me, little man. There should also be some pain meds in there if you need any. Oh, thank freaking God. Do you remember not to take too many? We may need to ration them if your injury proves to last longer than a day. Here, why don't I hold on to this for you? Right. Shoot, sorry. Sailor knows me, but I must have given you two a pretty crummy first impression. I'm Sandbag. 2? Hey, where'd Catfish go? They may have silently parted ways on our way back to backstage. I can never get a read on that guy. Well, yes, that seems to be their entire deal. There's someone named Catfish? Aren't you named Sandbag? In any case, you may refer to me as Rook. Eddie. And as crummy as your impression was, we still believe it was in poor taste of management to react so violently. Still, you guys didn't have to go out of your way for me. I knew I was signing up for a freak show, but I guess I didn't expect to see the kid first thing down here. I was told I'd be going against ones who deserve it, you know? He's lucky to have gotten stuck with you two instead of any other a-holes here. Whoa, I got a new card! Don't beat yourself up, mate. Sure, everyone else might as well be old as sea turtles, but I'm not just any clueless kid. I can fend for myself when need be. I've got a good judge of character. That's how I gathered me crew. Without their help, I wouldn't have been able to receive the cargo. I'm not usually a big fan of landlubbers, but you two proved yourself well to be an exception. Bravo, well done. It was my honor to have been of such aid. Thanks, that's real sweet of you. I wasn't speaking to you. Aw, how sweet of you. That was way too high-pitched. Just remember, if you need any help dealing with any squalls on your future sales, I'll swim right over. Yay, we got Sailor's card. All contestants, please proceed. Backstage interviews will begin momentarily. Once your name is called, you will be asked to go on stage. Looks like it's about to get real busy back here. I'll talk to you guys later, alright? Thanks for your diligence. Okay, we're almost reaching the Chapter 2 end. This is about it. You can see the interview on stage playing live from here. It looks like Benny's out there with Cupid. So, I've got a question for you. I think that's supposed to be my job. How much are you paying to keep it? Don't you think usually hire someone who's actually charming as a host for shows like this? I mean, you're already balding from how much tacky pink dye you smeared on your scalp. Or is being eye candy your job? Not to mention how fake those losers across the stage are. This is what makes them cheer than doing me's a compliment. It continues with Benny antagonizing both Cupid and the crowd. Yep, classic Benny. Is that live audience I'm seeing? They weren't there before. It's protocol. They test how contestants behave on actual stage first, after the preliminary game, whatever. Once things are deemed safe for live audience, they're then let in. Thanks to the underdog stunt, it's been delayed quite a bit. but he also proved how effective the security measures are with the cuffs. Not to mention the entertainment value. Now we get the full experience. I wasn't talking to you. Then I advise you to check with the medical staff. I doubt talking to yourself will look pretty on stage. I won't wish you luck for the interviews, but you should find someone who will. I don't know what you expect going around blackmailing people in the show when you're basically asking for a pardon. If this show really was about proving innocence, it would have been canceled a long time ago. Hi, Bobby! Her expression looks bored and completely unimpressed with the setup. How are you so relaxed right now? How are you? How aren't you? Nobody's even thrown a punch on stage yet. If they don't get someone interesting out there soon, I doubt this season will rank very high. Not surprised you're a fan of this show. Just a casual viewer. Right. She looks like she's 5. When you're on stage, can you try to liven things up? I don't want to pass out and miss my cue with how boring it's getting. Forget I asked. Oh, I'm gonna talk to Sandy. Think you'll be good enough for interviews? Not like I have much choice in it. Fair point. I really can't let myself get shocked again. I think they already kind of see me as a punching bag from me getting my stuff rocked earlier, but I don't know how they actually act like it. God, I just can't take it when someone gets the wrong idea of me. All the roles to get stuck with, I get that. Is there something you like doing? Why do you ask? Maybe instead of scaring yourself into doing something, try to think about what you could do for yourself after. Huh? I'm doing bad at this. Don't think of it as if I don't go through the interviews, I'll get shocked. Focus on, I'm going to do this thing, and I like after I get through the interviews. Don't think about the punishments, think about the rewards. Does that make sense? Is that what you do? Back when I used to work, yeah. Didn't do it for me all the time, but it helped. I guess I like talking about sharks. Yeah. Maybe after I get through interviews, I could do that with Sailor. Sounds like a plan. Sailor's like his son or whatever. It makes so much sense. Perhaps a stronger allegiance would have helped de-escalate tensions among contestants. De-escalate how? I doubt players will, like Vic, and are the type to be easily pursued out of something they want. An organized group of proactive contestants could be strong enough to keep disturbances from happening before they grow out of control. They could roam the break area and keep a lookout for any strange behavior and physically intervene when necessary. We could even set up a territory deemed safe for our alliance where dangerous individuals can't intrude. Yes, this will certainly prove safer and more effective in handling things. So a gang? Absolutely, definitely not. What on earth could have given you that impression? An organized group of criminals doesn't sound like a gang to you. But perhaps I should think of an alternative solution. Good luck with that. What the hell is wrong with you? Looks like Ellis and Sailor are getting into a fight. No. Telling someone to break a rib before performance is a good thing. It's theater slang for good luck. Everyone knows that, dummy. Never mind. Even after stealing from me, you're still giving me good luck? That's when someone needs luck the most, isn't it? Wouldn't it be luckier if you didn't screw me over in the first place? Ha! You're a real laugh, you know that, Dodo? Should I have said? I don't think that's bad. That's not good. Albatross, actually. Same thing. I think it means a bird. Standing camera. I'm gonna talk to... Hey, you disappeared earlier. Everything good? I think hold up a fan with a violin drawn on it. Where'd you go anyway? Neki puts their hands behind their ears. You were listening to what, the violin? X. Wait, then what was the fan earlier? Fit. What's being fine got to do with it? I can't believe I just got that. I don't want to know. What are you staring at? What? You were staring at me. Why? Gauging how weak the competition is, perhaps looking to psych out the competition during an emotionally vulnerable time. No, nothing like that. Or do you really want me to believe you just wanted to point out something unkempt with my appearance before my first proper on-camera introduction? I'm not naive. I was just gonna ask how your break went since I didn't see you anywhere. But now that you mention it, you actually do have a pimple on your hairline. Forget I asked. Stop bothering me. Go away. Seemed I touched a nerve. Meow, 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 meow. I'm gonna run to the dressing room and go see what they're wanting. You're going out on stage looking like that? Like, what? Is something wrong? Oh, never mind. I forgot. That's just what you look like. Ugh. Hi, Cecilia! Mr. Gates! What do you think about my new style? Can you tell me the difference? Celia takes a step back and twirls around gracefully once. The hem of her dress floating momentarily before sitting around her ankles. Outfit. I like what you did with the dress. Suits you better. Why, thank you. I kept everything about me exactly the same as the last time we met. I'm glad you noticed. Oh. You crack me up, Mr. Gates. How can I help you? Any tips on stage? You charmer. Do I seem that charismatic? You seem to have more stage presence than I do, at least. You really believe so? I felt as though I hadn't been given much of a spotlight so far. All I've done is stand and look pretty, but I guess that's all it really takes. Was there something you feel as though you're lacking the most? Guess I didn't want to say anything wrong. Then my advice would be depend on what you find right and wrong. I don't know, just wrong. I don't want people to misunderstand what I mean or see me differently, I guess. You're worried if you'll act out of character. No, the other way around. The brutal bull thing is stupidly exaggerated. I don't want them to get the wrong idea. Surely they know someone who can't realistically be just that one single title. But that's who you are. What? You're brutal and you're bullish. That's all you are. I don't really think, as much as I am heartless, and as much as Mr. Sandbag is a crybaby down here, we were given these roles for a reason, and a good reason at that. It's both our guidebook and our lifeline. It wouldn't be very smart to let that go. I thought this show was about clearing our names and proving our way out. If we're not supposed to do that, then why are we here? Oh, honey, entertainment outweighs justice any time. Just enjoy the spotlight and stick to the script you're given, and you'll do just fine. Well, thanks for the advice. Best of luck, darling. Same to you. Do you want any from me? No, I don't. Okay, so I think it's just because I haven't talked to this dude yet. How are you feeling, Mr. Bull? You're like a quaking aspen. Oh, the what? You're also known as trembling aspen. In other words, you look uneasy. Yeah, a bit. Well, here's what I usually do to help with public speaking. Imagine my mama. Is that mom? Close. It means granny. Just imagine a loved one is in the crowd there to cheer you on and watch you do a good job. Yeah, I'll pass. I think that just made me more stressed out. Oh, Brutal Bull, please make your way to the stage. Let's get this over with. You don't want to see your family? Are you ready for your interview? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be. As you peek past the gate, you see the curtain separating the doorway from the main stage open, filling the corridor with a blinding light. Oh! Soon followed by a guard dragging Benny off the stage and muffled, distant booing. Hey, warmed up the crowd for you. So I heard. Benny gets interrupted by the guard harshly nudging him from the back, stumbling forward. Keep moving. Benny very visibly rolls his eyes. Well, don't break a leg. Don't? So you can haul yourself out of there when they start throwing bricks, duh. I'll do my best. When are the bricks? Brutal Bull, please make your way to the stage. Refusal to comply will result in a punishment. Will he get shocked? I got it, I'm coming. Will he get shocked? Probably. As you get closer to the stage, you hear loud yelling. Okay, so this is the part where Chapter 2 starts. If you want to get off now and be like, hey, I'm gonna go play. Other than that, this is like spoilers for Chapter 2. So, yeah. This is like where the end of it started. There we go. Yeah, this is Chapter 2. Frick, that spotlight is bright. Hey, Cupid. I don't want to be here. Why, if it isn't our one and only Brutal Bull. Welcome. Hey. No need to be shy. Take a seat. Okay. You've had quite the day. How are you? Good. Wow, really? No, yeah, sorry, I've been better. Well, regardless of how you've been handling things, we're glad you made it far enough for us to meet you. Yeah, me too. Wait, haven't we already met? So, Eddie, you don't mind if I call you Eddie, do you? Guess not. Now that the game's finally started, are you excited to meet the other contestants? Well, I already have. We were stuck back there while interviews were being set up. Right, backstage, though I'm sure you weren't given much time to mingle. Guess they're trying to keep things more straightforward for the audience. Yeah, sure. I want to get to know them better. That's gripping to hear. I didn't take you for such a socialite type. That I said that correctly. Which of the contestants caught your eye? Benny. Benny. I should... Just that guy, huh? Felt like the safest bet. Your safest bet? Remind me not to go gambling with you. I'm changing my answers from the first time I played this. Well, it's still early in the show, and I'm sure there is a chance for you to better get to know the others farther down the line. Or even switch gears depending on how all alliances shift. I'm not sure about alliances. Not much for friends? Maybe that'll give you a leg up in more bloodthirsty games further down the road. I would... No. Speaking of games, our audience is dying to know more about the preliminaries played. Say that wrong. How would you say the first game went for you and your partner? We passed. Well, yes, but I'm sure we all figured that one out for ourselves. Stupid laughing track. But how did it go? How was roulette with... What was roulette like as your first experience with Bet and Forgive? Wow. Overly confident or shouldn't have joined? I'm going to say shouldn't have joined this time. Well, I could have told you that. Maybe you should have penned me first. You're not making it better. Despite any reservations you may have had after signing up, I get the appeal. You do? Of course, who doesn't want to be on TV? Do you seriously think people sign up because they want to be on TV? Or is that a joke? Because that's exactly what I'm talking about. It feels stupid to be here. I thought it'd be scarier, but instead it feels like some sort of humiliation ritual. Really? You probably should have told us that before we tailored your suit. Do you not get what the stakes of being here are? Of course I do. I can't imagine walking up to a gun in your face and easy to get through. Thanks. You're the first person to really acknowledge that. Not to mention facing it after a power nap, much less after going through hair and makeup. I'm having so much trouble speaking. Would you please cut that out? The fake laughs. Whoa there, pal. No need to get worked up. I'm just stressed, alright? We all noticed from the footage of your little outburst. Would you say that strategy worked out for you to pass the preliminaries? Yes. It wasn't a strategy. Yes. What strategy? I was emotional. We both were. You claim you both were, but it seems your partner had been taking a rather lighthearted approach to the game up until you erupted at him. So when you say you were both emotional, do you mean you yourself caused the distress, or his demeanor until that point was some sort of front? He'd been winning. I don't know what his thoughts were. I just knew I wasn't going to win. It was a life or death situation. Let's not get too heated now, Eddie. I know I'm wearing red, but I promise it's nothing to get scared of. Okay. Would they stop with that laugh track? No, I'm not getting heated. No worries. If you'd rather not go into specifics, we can move on. Wait, hold on. I feel like you're not listening. While on topic of your partner, can we get your first impressions? He was fine. It was fine. Oh, come on, the audience would love to know more about you two. He's fine. I don't know. I just met him. Is he an ally, an enemy? He's Benny. So, are you planning any alliances with the others? How about any people you think might be trouble for you in the future? I already told you I don't know. I just met them too. Buddy, you gotta give me something to work with here. Then no. I'm not allying with anybody. Or anyone. I'm not any of their friend. Is that what you wanted to hear? Even with Benny? Well, I don't know if we're allies. Maybe more like good acquaintances? I trust him if that's what you're trying to get at. Well, isn't that interesting, folks? But what's so interesting about it? Nothing, it's just that's different from what he said about you. Wait, what did he say about me? If talking about the preliminaries is such a touchy subject, we can move on to something lighter. What would you say is your biggest strength coming onto the show? Smart. Yes, I'm so smart. That's so. Then what kind of experience with that would you say you're bringing to the table? I'm actually used to work in finance. Well, not exclusively in finance. I didn't do bookkeeping, but the company I worked for predominantly worked in that field. I was more of a risk management. Maybe lay off the numbers stuff. We can keep simple for cameras with interviews. Yeah. Right, yeah. Finance sounds pretty impressive. Unfortunate that things that were cut short due to your arrest with such a bright career. Well, I stopped working there before being arrested, actually. Never mind. At the very least, I'm sure to see you the opportunity to use those skills again. Well, I can't speak today. Don't waste it. I'll keep that in mind. Moving on, we notice you haven't heard much about you from the others. You've been quite a mystery to those at home, aside from things they might already know about you. Any interesting facts you can spare about yourself that you think viewers wouldn't know? A hidden talent, a secret admirer, unexpected hobby, anything? Though something we wouldn't have to censor would be nice. We had some issues with the last guy. Benny. Okay. Any interesting facts? I don't know. I did Secret Admirer the first time I played, and it wasn't that interesting. I'm gonna do a hidden talent, I guess? A hidden talent, eh? Isn't that exciting? Anything you'd be able to demonstrate for us on stage? If you need any props, I'm sure our department's got it handled. I don't... If I need all that... I don't know if I need all that. I don't know how impressive it really is. Don't be humble. I'm sure the audience is dying to know what it is. Spence, go on. I'm a buff in statistical analysis and probability. We can just move on to our next question and then. Are we almost done? Don't worry, your next and final question's an easy one. It's not an easy question. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Oh, I wonder why. Did you not hear me? I don't want to answer that. Oh, come on. Who knew someone so brutal could be so shy, right, folks? More fake laughing. I love that. You're trying to set me off? Is that it? I don't know. I just don't want to answer. I just don't know. I don't want to answer. I don't know. Oh, well, I can't speak. Would you just please shut the hell up and stop talking for 5 seconds? Cuba makes another frantic gesture that you don't recognize. Give it a round for a brutal bull, everybody. The stage lights shut off and are replaced with more bearable overheads. For a moment, you become highly aware of how close you were. Commercials will go for 3 minutes. Staff, please reset for the next contestant and escort Mr. Gates back. The audience members chat amongst themselves while some point out the difference behind the scenes aspects during the break. You know that's your cue to leave, right? What the hell was that? I thought you would have been that would have been a low-hanging question. I wasn't trying to hit you with any speedballs, all right? You've got a lot of nerve. You seriously thought that that was all right to ask? Yes. What's got you so jumpy about why you joined anyway? That's sensitive of a topic? That's not what you asked. You half-decent host would have thought you were playing it up for cameras. Your lucky production must have thought, so I didn't have security pull you off stage. Luckier they listened when I said to cut the cameras. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, calm down. I must have misheard you. We had to cut the commercials after you anyways. Don't sweat it. I'm sure broadcasters loved it, so nothing to apologize for. Commercials will be ending in 2 minutes. Thirsty? What? Mr. Gates, please make your way off the stage in an orderly fashion. Mr. Gates, please make your way. He heard the damn announcement. You're not helping Clyde. We've got a bit before the next game. Take it easy. Right. So I can't tell if Cupid is good or bad. Oh, Benny! Wow. Yeah, that was... Listen, I don't know what came over me at the end there. So good. Huh? Actually, insane play. The way to stick it up to them. Holy... Shoot. Yeah. Not a fan of tie wearers, but I gotta admit, you guys are smart. Should have known you'd pull something like this when you figured out the roulette gimmick. What did I do exactly? Kicking away at any chance someone could even attempt to learn more about you. Saying I don't know at every turn. Making yourself so uninteresting they don't get to farm any material out of you. Like, freak yes. Why didn't I think of that? It's not what I was... Oh, come on, you don't need to act all humble. I bet they're so regretting having you on the show right about now. You made them waste their entire space and who knows how many resources on you instead of a potential contestant that could have been way more entertaining. I can't think of a better middle finger to their face than that. Way to go, Eds. Never mind. Thanks. Thank God they're finally leaving us the hell alone for a while. What were we waiting for? We should go celebrate. Or not, do whatever you want. But if you're looking to party, you'll find me in VIP. Probably don't know for how long. You're not going to disappear on me again, are you? No promises. I love the little star at the end of his name. Or at the end of his dialogue. With a wink, Benny skips ahead and out of the backstage area. Maybe I can see what Benny's up to while I wait for other contestants to wrap things up. Where am I going? So I think I know where Benny is. Oh no, he's over here. Hey, bro. Benny. Eds, check out how much I've won. Shows 4 chips in his hands. Doesn't seem like much. For now, it's technically a small pot, but I won 50 chips before interviews. Aren't you one shorter than when we started? Well, yeah, that's just because I lost 51. Found a way to undo the cuff yet? Oh yeah, I got distracted. I can see that. Is this where you've been the whole time? Sure is, babe. Don't blame me. Have you seen this place? They even got a whole carnival downstairs. Been pretty busy with that, yeah. Is that seriously all you've been up to? You can't be the one judging me here. Nothing wrong with killing some time while you turtles take thrice as long to look around. Takes thrice as long to look around. Okay, that means 3 times. So, what? Made any friends yet? Any matching bracelets? Well, Actually, hold that thought. Have you eaten yet? Not since they put me to sleep. Why do you ask? Well, you being here means you're looking to party, and that can't be done with an empty stomach. And I wouldn't have brought up the carnival for nothing. If you've been looking, you'd already know that the food stand's in that area. If I only took a quick glance, and even I remember that. Isn't that all fried or on sticks? Both, actually, my treat. Let's go get some. I love this scene. Look at them. Look at them. Smell all that hot grease in the air. Hey, actually, they got more options than I thought. Guess they're serving anything that could count as street food. I rarely get it, so... Yeesh, what kind of miserable life have you been leading? What's next? You're gonna say you haven't tried takoyaki? Dango? How the basics of the basics. Yucky soba bun? You're effing with me. In my defense, nuh-uh, screw your defense. You're getting one now. Which one? Now! Which one? I got this time. This one last time. Filling, you must be hungrier than you thought. Well, it's not like I know when I'm gonna be able to eat again. And come to think of it, I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. Or maybe today. How long do you think it's been since they put us to sleep? It's kind of hard to tell time here. One of the casinos are greatest luxuries. I don't know if I'd call that an upside, but I'm really hungry now that you mention it. Here, hand feeding me really necessary? Benny keeps nudging the food towards your mouth. Too slow. I didn't want to try it. I don't want to try it anymore. Joke, it was a joke! Well, how is it? It's actually really good. Yes, see, what did I tell you? Aren't you regretting living a full life without ever trying this before? Well, damn, you don't need to rub it in like that. At least you got to try it at all. You get this often? Used to as a kid, but just because it was everywhere back where I grew up. Figured you weren't from Motos. That explains the black hair. What? Who said I had black hair? I'm all natural, baby. You don't dye your eyebrows. Damn gas station DIY dye kits. It's fine. It just makes me want to see what you look like without it. Yeah, enough about me. Talk about the food. I can already tell this is gonna give me a stomach ache later. That's for future Eds to worry about. Now stop hogging. I want to try some too. Hey, you got your own for a reason. You know, for a glorified prison, I'm surprised how much they let us get away with. What do you mean? I mean, I know I'm not saying that. If I was the one watching and saw the criminals eat and drink better than me in their flashy get-ups and fancy lounges playing carnival games. Maybe that's the point. I'm not saying that. So they feel less bad when we feel less bad later. This is them letting us indulge for the last time, so something like that. Man, they really want us to get what's coming for us already. Does that mean this could be our last meal? Guess so. Benny shoves the rest of the food in his mouth before patting the crumbs off his hands. Want to repeat that? Benny puts a finger up while he finishes gulping the food down. Okay, continue. Continue. Talking about your buddies or whatnot. I've seen a bunch of walking in groups earlier. Weren't you in one of them? Yeah, right, yeah, I was. How'd that go? I talked with Sailor's group. The kid? Our captain. Wow, he's really taking that role thing in stride. Seemed to be having fun with it. He really just wanted to look for medicine on behalf of Sandbag. Seems like they got close in roulette. Well, oh yeah, that guy that got fried earlier, right? Is he up yet? Been meaning to ask if I could feel up his muscle. Benny, why are you like this? He should be around. There were a few bumps on the road, but it ended up working out in the end somehow. That's crazy. He did all that for someone he knew for what, 20 minutes tops? I assume going through a life or death situation together can create some level of bias. Still, even I wasn't that naive at his age. Cut him some slack. He's stuck with a bunch of criminals a decade older than him. It's good that he at least has someone he can rely on down here. Yeah, he'll manage. I know I did. You're not a little bit concerned? That he's here? Why should I be? He obviously didn't want to waste his golden years cooped up behind bars, which I can respect. But ultimately, it isn't my business, is it? He made his choice. He's free to do whatever he wants with his life. I guess he's also free to worry for someone. Didn't think people still had time for that here. Just going by your logic. So, would you have done the same thing? Huh? Say if I was the one who got shocked. Would you have gone through hell and back patching me up like that? Realistically, I guess not. Duh. I probably would have gotten shocked too. And if it was you on stage that dropped and I wasn't sure if you were dead, I can't exactly tell what would happen. But I'm not actually good at acting on impulse. Whatever I'd done, I probably would have been very useful after, and I'm a heavy sleeper, so you probably would have had to be the one to get the first aid. Hey, who said I would have gotten you the first aid? Who said you were getting it for me? Yeesh, seems like that life or death bias thing is scrambling your head more than I thought. I'm not gonna load it here. I'm gonna save it here and make sure so if we get like lost at some point or something. You know, I'm just gonna put it in file 8. I'm guessing that means I'm still your favorite. Don't remember saying you were before. Doesn't hurt to just admit it, you know? How about you? What have you been up to? Benny makes a slot play motion with his hands. Alright. Since I didn't talk to anyone else, I guess that automatically makes you my fave. Thanks. Is that really all you have to say to that? Thanks. Look, I don't know what you want from me. Hey. You owe me a drink next time, okay? Next time, huh? Interviews have concluded. Contestants may recharge in the designated waiting space while on hold for stage changeover. Please be ready to be called back on stage for the main game of the day. Benny stands up and wipes the crumbs off his shirt, tossing the napkin back towards the food stall and missing completely. Seems like everyone's ready to mingle again. You planning on talking to any of them, or are you just going to keep gambling all your chips away? I'll see where the night takes me. You should try and have some fun before the next game starts. Might do you some good. Have fun. You make a good point. Don't want to waste any time if that's it. If it's my last break I'll have. Well, that's a mood killer. I was just going to say because you're already so lame, it'd be better to enjoy the cheap booze and unlimited gambling while you're here. Better than pencil pushing for some stupid boss and what was it? Statistical inspection? Analysis. Yeah. Don't say it again. I might throw up. All right. I'll spare you the gruesome details. Have a good break. You know it. I love these two. Welcome to the free roll section. Spend time with characters, blah, 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 blah. Basically, spend time with characters and waste time and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna go in here first and spend time with Poppy because, that's an option. Hey, Ellis. There you are, about time. What took you so long? I bet the White Rabbit would have showed up faster than you. You're laying the theming on a bit thick, don't you think? Nonsense. We were supposed to meet here 1,865 seconds ago. Don't tell me you completely forgot about our deal. First time I'm hearing about it? Because it is. I still made it, so I forgive you. I was looking all over for you, though. My eyes were perfectly popping out of my skull. Is that so? Forwards, backwards, leftsies, rightsies, upside down, horizontally, and diagonally. Stop it, I get it. Why? The real question is why anyone wouldn't? You're like a celebrity down in this rabbit hole. I am. Sure, it's opposite day. Speaking of which, make your next choice extra carefully. I'm gonna spend time with Ellis. Ew, on first thought, never mind. You're being way too eager. This is creeping me out. Got you so excited, huh? I don't want none of anything to do with you. Don't two negatives make a positive? Ish. Get that you're upset, but no need to overreact. This is why you should never meet your heroes. What? I didn't... Whoa. Calm down. I already told you I'm sorry. Stay back. Don't come any closer. I haven't moved. Help! Security! Pervy old man is harassing me. He's gone totally mad. Put him down, please. Why'd I even bother? That's okay. Hi, Poppy. No, why am I running? I did not try to do that. Hey, Poppy. Bored. We're in the middle of a death game. That means I can't be bored? Hey, you should threaten me. Why would I do that? You're supposed to be brutal, aren't you? Only on camera. They still film backstage, so they don't know when and where, so it's better to commit all the time. Still doesn't mean I have to be acting like a crazed brute 24/7. But I'm wearing all red. Very funny. Come on, just one little scare to kickstart my heart. It's gotten so little action lately that it's starting to think it's not needed anymore. It'll stop itself. I really don't think that's how it works. You don't have to threaten me, but I just want a good jolt that'd wake me up. Hell, I'd even pay you a chip. That's how desperate I am. I'm gonna spend time with Poppy. Better not back out on that deal. Depends on how you do. Cause a lot of noise. Smack the table she's resting her head on. I didn't think that'd really get you. Who says it did? Your eyes widened for a sec. That's what you're going off with. I don't know. You never change your expression. That was just a cheap jump scare, not true horror. The word scare is still in the name. So you're the worst type of person to watch horror with. Got it. Are you less bored at least? Guess a promise is a promise. I'll pay up. Well, maybe not fully. I wonder if there's a way to break a chip in half. Forget it. So sensitive. You gain +1 chips. You're still a growing boy. Don't go around spending it all on drugs and booze. No promises? I'm gonna gamble and try to get more money. Why is Poppy talking to Sally? I'm gonna try to get more money. Money. I like this. This game is easy, kind of. Play. I'm betting 1 chip. Roll the dice. 4. Bro, I lost. Not meant to get any farther. I know there's another easy... Well, lucky you, multiple lifelines. Does that mean I get to live longer than others? Nah, you'll live more than them. It means you got several other doppelgangers in your life, and split between you gotta kill the other ones to get a full deal. What are you three up to? Predicting when we're gonna die? Come on, it's fun. Dormhouse said I'm gonna live forever. I didn't say that. Yeah, I don't have the heart to tell him the truth. That sounds a bit morbid, doesn't it? Only if you get a bad reading. So what'll it be, Bull? Want to know when you die? It's not just that. You could see if you get super rich and successful, or what your love life looks like. I already guessed the answer to those two. Only one way to find out. I'm gonna get my palm read. Take off your glove, dumb person. Why am I putting this in file 11? I know. Right. Which one is it? I'm gonna ask about Lifeline. It's a very straight arc. Barely any variation. Is that okay? Yeah, just boring. Lame. Get a better Lifeline, old man. You have an island on it, though. See the circle here? That part's uncommon. Island? How come I didn't get one of those? Probably because you're younger. Is an island a good thing? Nah, it means you're doomed to live a lonely life and fail at everything you do. And now you smell. Does it actually? Probably the palm reading pamphlet didn't get that far. Maybe it means you'll get stranded on an island. Or that you'll drown to death. Would you all stop that? Massive waste of time. Yeah, most palm readings are. Overall, not the worst one I've done, though. Your luck's better than I thought it would be. Did it say anything about how long I had left to live, or would I need to do a different reading for that? Oh yeah, I was lying about that. I have no clue how long any of you have to live. I did learn a little how some people bother cleaning their nails, though. It's a busy and grueling life being a sailor. Who's even got time to do dumb stuff like that? Go wash your hands. Well, again, I knew I was asking for advice from a sea witch was a bad idea. Sea witch. Okay, now I have one more. I'm gonna talk with you, bro. There you go. Edwin. You look like you're thinking about something. Do you remember what the host said earlier? Which part? The former showrunner made it past the preliminary round. That means someone who directly worked on the show is amongst the contestants. Obviously, they got arrested after I had someone who worked on the show about criminals turning out to be is a huge deal. The show's still going, and they have the guts to star them. I guess the audience finds that exact boldness entertaining. In any case, it's information I would have definitely known before if I were able to, but I'm just gonna skip past that. It's interesting. I'm just gonna skip past this because, I'm bored. Why do they talk so much? Oh my god. Hey, Benny, you attack. Playing a one-man game of pool. Tried getting Four Eyes to join, but they couldn't even hit the cue ball. Say, wouldn't you mind getting me a drink now? Would you? Bartender cut me off. I'll verse you to make up for it. I'm not allowed to play around a pool with you for free. I'm trying to help you score with the bay and redhead. I couldn't be a better wingman if I tried. At least you could do is buy the guy a drink. Well, don't tell me you're already out of chips. At this rate, I'll die of thirst. And worse, you'll be going home totally babeless. Sorry, maybe some other time. Whatever, just let me know when you stop being lame and want to have some actual fun. Don't keep me waiting. I'll try not to. Do I talk to Cupid or whatever? Hey, Cupid. Don't you have your own dressing room? What are you doing with us on set? They don't have a pool table in there. Aren't you worried about the contestants being angry with you? Your job is to humiliate them on national TV. Am I supposed to be? You guys haven't been doing anything. You're not supposed to to this early in the game, right? Shoot, that was fast. Want a word of advice? Can't. I'm short on chips. Nah, it'd be free of charge. I'm not Vic. Listen to the advice. Couldn't hurt. Great. What were you itching to know about? About those interviews. During the interview, you asked me about my work. Yeah, finance, right? You said I should keep stuff simple and wasn't specifics on my job you were talking about. It was me having a nice job and all at all, wasn't it? Hey, don't get accusatory with me, alright? I was just trying to give you a leg up. They didn't want me to ask about your personal life. I'll be the first to tell you I got a real talking to for having the gal to ask more about you. I'm supposed to believe you struck your neck out asking me questions during the interview? Was that not what you were being asked to do? I mean, honestly, they might have had the right idea. Huh? I like asking more about people outside of their role because it helps flesh them out. There's only so much audience gets out of the smart guy talking about how they like to read books, or the quiet guy talking about how he doesn't care to make friends. The audience can guess that by the role slapped on them the first time they're shown on screen. Get to the point. It's the ways people's expressions get twisted when someone actually finds another interesting. It's if the quiet guy says he's a 0.270 battling average, the audience is going to want to know more about that. Is that good? Yeah, batting average, like, that's great. No, I don't watch baseball. I haven't. Is having the audience know you a good thing? Well, I mean, I don't know, but I know about your case. I might be better off to have people have a simpler version of who you are. Okay. I'm gonna go try and waste my last time thing. I know there's one more way to waste it. In the shop. I'm gonna run because I can't do this. Oh, was I supposed to find something out for her? I remember playing this. She wanted to know something. Yeesh, what's got you so stressed? Well, more than usual anyway. I've been trying to settle on a gift for Lady Cecilia to show my gratitude. That's far, but I've found myself at a standstill. The only possessions I have with me are my lucky charm and my last chip. And I do not think she'll appreciate either. She actually might like the chip. No, she deserves something meaningful, more elegant, clever like her. Something as surface level, as materialistic as mere chips would never compare. There's only one solution. While searching for the first aid kit was the main priority, I couldn't help but notice there was also something called a wheel of fortune. Wheel of fortune listed on the shop menu. Dumb and unoriginal. Truly an embarrassing tactic to avoid copyright. But if it is what the name suggests, it may be a wheel of some sort you can turn in to win favors or prizes. Would you be willing to give it a spin? You're going to gift her something random you got from a prize wheel? Well, I don't know what you suggest I do then. What better options do I have? Even if it turns out the wheel isn't what we thought, it wouldn't be terrible to know what it's exactly for. Why me? Can't you walk up to the shop right now? My situation in terms of chips is quite dire, and I refuse to risk my very last one taking part in any of those cheap, filthy gambling schemes. Isn't the wheel also a cheap, filthy gambling scheme? That's exactly why it wouldn't be me trying it. It would be you. I plan to take the next bartending shift. With my honest and hard work, I can guarantee I will make back the chips you spend if you agree to lend me a hand this once. What's your verdict? I'll give you a hand, bro. I'll see what I can do. You promise you'll pay me back? You can count on me to stay loyal. So I have to 25? I don't have enough for that. Did I go get chips from somewhere else? Or do I go check on Cecilia? Oh, there's Sailor. Hey, Sailor. Cabin boy! I think I prefer Orca Man to that. Orca Man, then! I actually got a question to ask you. In an interview with the captain, what'd you say? Spend time with Sailor. What's it like being your age? Hey, it wasn't a jab at you, I swear. You're tons younger than me, old crew I used to hang around. I was just curious. Younger? What do you mean? You've never had friends your age? Not many. Lived by the docks aside from me and my old geezer. There were a ton of sea dock workers, not to mention whenever I got a chance to meet sailors my age, they always had something about me acting like a grade schooler. Whatever that means. You don't know what grade school is? Well, I never went. Old geezer taught me everything I know. So you're, asking how it feels to be in your 30s. You're in your 30s? I thought 50s at least. Okay, that was for sure a jab. Well, don't be such an urchin. Continue. What do you want to know anyway? Every old sailor I've seen has always got that one look plastered on their faces. You ever seen blobfishes forced out of the water? All wet and droopy and sad? I just don't want to end up like that. How did you? No, not everyone's like that. I mean, sailors might be, but I haven't met enough cheery ones to disapprove of that. This place isn't the best for good examples, but from where I'm from, I hear most people turn out all right. And you? I'm doing fine. Well, no, I'm not. I got arrested. I doubt you'll find anyone here that's fine. Except maybe Ellis or Benny, but that's besides the point. I wasn't in the best spot before coming here. None of us were, if I had to guess. That doesn't mean that's where we're stuck. I guess what I'm saying is I've been worse, but I'm fine now, I think. Nah, you don't look so much like a surface blobfish to me. You look more like a dorsal fins looking droopy. Thanks. Maybe you should try talking to Ellis or Poppy. I'm sure they could relate to this more. Well, maybe not Ellis. Poppy might be a better choice. Well, actually, hey, I'll keep him in mind with charting my next course. Attention contestants. The main game of the day will begin shortly. Please make your way back to the stage in a timely manner. Frick, already? Which card should I choose? Pick one of the following cards. I'm guessing I won't be able to look at them. Pick one of the following cards. I got a 9 again! Clasp the collar around your neck with the card facing inward to begin the game. Aren't the spikes on the collar supposed to face outward? Clasp the collar around your neck with the card facing inward to begin the game. Right, yeah. Please make your way to the platform. The game will begin shortly. This is a thing. If you look on the Discord, there's pictures from before the game was out. Yeah. You feel the platform sway slightly with your weight and slowly begin its descent. Your hands instinctively go for the safety railing, but you aren't sure how safe it really is. You keep your arms and legs inside the platform at all times. Good luck. Yay! How long has this live stream been already? I don't want to know. Do I want to know? No, I don't. I'm going to check real quick. An hour? Bro, I'm going to be here forever. Oh, hey, Benny. Benny's hooked a finger on his collar and tugs at it more so there's space between it and his neck. But quickly retracts it once he's noticed you. There you are! Finally learning to catch up with me, huh? Are you really in that much of a hurry to play? I'm in a hurry to finish. Don't get it mixed up. And maybe in a little bit of a hurry to play. I hadn't realized how nice of a change of pace someone else giving me money to gamble with would be. You know it's not real money, right? You don't get to keep it if you get out. Don't ruin it for me. As you talk, the lift retracts and a slow trickle of contestants arrive. Well, I won't keep you waiting. I'll get back to you if I notice anything new. Acting like you're not obsessed. Yeah. I'm gonna, hurry up this part. They just yap. They also yap. They also yap. I'm just trying to get past this so, it can go faster. And we don't have to be here for a while. Did I talk to Benny again? Truth. Okay. It's everyone. They hold up a fan with hearts, spades, clubs, and diamonds drawn on it. Thanks, I'm sure the color suits you too. They sure are taking their time setting things up. It's starting to make me wonder where. Sheriff King here, reporting for duty. Never mind. I'm just gonna... Oh, whoa! We're playing blackjack! The goal is to get the closest to 21 without going over. Whoever gets closest to 21 is the winner. Dealers will only show one of their cards at first, while players will show two. Players can then hit to keep pulling cards as long as they don't go over 21. Once the player is satisfied with their score, they'll stay and the dealer will pull cards until they get to 15 or above before stopping. Simple, right? And bet and forgive, rather than being given a random pair of cards from a deck, two contestants will be repeating two cards, representing two cards will pair up together to go up against the dealer. When contestants go up to the gallows to face off against the dealer, the contestants' combined value will be revealed. And the dealer will reveal one of the two cards they randomly pulled from the deck. Once the players see the dealer's card, they have a better idea of what they're going up against. They can choose to hit or stand based on their hand and the dealer's revealed card. If you hit, you can bring another randomly chosen contestant from the pool of whoever's remaining to add up your score, potentially tipping the scales in your favor. Just be wary about choosing to hit until you're satisfied, but if you go over 21, you bust and you lose. This is getting confusing. Cards lower than the dealer's, you lose. If your group score is higher than the dealer's or on the dealer's bust and goes over 21, everyone on the gallows will return to the lobby. Any questions before I continue, Outlaws? Nah. Beautiful shirt, man. Please don't call me that. I get the number of cards probably equals the same as well as the numbers. You said cards were given to us from ace to king. And how much are ace and kings? In blackjack, all cards queen are equal 10 in value. The ace card could be either 1 or 11. And while the joker isn't in regular blackjack, here it represents any number from 1 to 10, depending on player choice. How will pairings work? Will we get to choose who goes up as a group, or will it be a free-for-all? So glad you asked. Basically, they discuss and are given guns. Whoever shoots it first, goes up. I'm skipping the rules because, I can't. I'm gonna be here forever if I say all of this. Did you get all that? I already know how to play blackjack. I got the gist. Talk about a snooze fest. Who wants to sit through a long, boring talk about the rules? Rook stands in the center and raises her hand. I'm gonna. They just talk about random things. Okay, I'm gonna go with this dude. I'm gonna talk to Benny. Oh, it's so cute. I love their scenes, like they're like best friends. When did I show you that? It's a freaking crowbar. You aren't exactly keeping it stashed in your back pocket. I hadn't noticed it yet. I doubt I could pry him off, and maybe get it loose enough to see what card you have, but the spikes might dig too far into your neck if I do that. The issue isn't knowing about cards, getting the damn thing off. Maybe try me just to be safe. I will tell you if the spikes are too much. Really? Are you sure? Quick, do it before he changes his mind. Hey! Ow, ow, ow. Maybe a bit to the left? Okay, this is worse. Yeah, okay, crowbar might not be the best option out of here. You alright? Maybe if we try counterclockwise. Are you volunteering? Nah. Try my luck breaking the chain against the railing. Sorry, by the way. It's no trouble. You tried your best to get it off, or whatever. No. I saw your card. Are you sure? Wait, you mean a 7? This is such a bad card. High enough to be a risk, but too low to be worth teaming up with. To be fair, I don't think any card is too bad this early on. Thanks. Even though you could totally be lying right now. Don't mention it. I'm gonna go through. Okay. Eight. I just want to get through this. They're in the way, apparently. Spit it out already. Pretty impressive poker face going on. Keep at it, okay? Smile. Tongue-tied enigma. No. You feel someone gently tapping your shoulder from behind. I think the discussion time's about to end. We should start heading over to the gate. Good idea. Jesus, almost forgot there's a timer. I'm not exactly well for being fast. Should you be the one to shoot? I'm assuming you have some experience with guns. You're a farmer, right? Gardener. What's in the role's name? Shoot. Right, how the hell did I mess that up? You're fine. But I'm more of a seedsman than a huntsman, unfortunately. No worries. We can both give it a try then. I mean, I can only hold a conversation long enough if it's about gardening. Ooh, favorite poisonous plant? Oh boy, do I have to pick just one? I'm going to have to go with... Dear God. God, it's working. Miss, cover your ears. Well... Time's up! Oh. Shoot, I think it was late. Was that you? How was I supposed to pull the trigger? You didn't even shoot? Our quickest draw this round is... Heartless Maiden! Oh my, you gentlemen didn't go easy on me, did you? What's the big idea? We don't even know what card you are. What gives you the right to jump up there and pair? I'm just gonna keep going fast because you know I can. I really don't care. You two want to stay? Well, actually, you're right. I must have been thinking about it wrong. Apologies, miss. We'll stay, Mr. Cupid. I appreciate you humoring us, miss. Alright, dealer, show the folks at home that card. Player wins. Looks like we got ourselves 2 winners. Bad luck, Mr. Dealer. You'll get them next time. The callers automatically detach from the 2 standing on the gallows. The platform slowly rises back to the main stage as Cecilia waves down below. Best of luck, everyone! Don't keep us waiting. Go to hell. Discussion time will start back up again. Remember not to get too distracted looking for a pair that you don't want to end up picking. This is bend and forgive. The audience wants to see us get punished rather than live. Exactly. Wait, what? No, keep going. I'm saying is we shouldn't mindlessly try to save as people as possible. We should start thinking about which of us deserves to clear the game more. I'm going to keep going fast. Okay, Benny was like, who knows? I believe you paired everyone correctly. Press confirm. I know Eddie goes with Benny. Bones goes with Vic. Cecilia and not Poppy, no. Rook. Sailor and Sandbag. And then Coben and Poppy. Confirm. I was with Benny. Sailor was with Sandbag. Cecilia was with Rook. Coben was with Poppy. And finally Vic with Bones. There's no doubt about it. Those were the pairs. That confirms it then. The outliers were Elise, Vega, and Mineki. I'm just gonna hurry it up. Text is gonna go faster because I'm... Point taken. If we cast out the black sheeps, we still need to figure out who's going up with who. Seahorse and Mermaid got out together, right? They were together for roulette too. If we all just paired back up with our roulette partners, I trust Sharkbag the most anyway. I bet you guys are the closest with them too. I'm gonna keep going. Oh no! What? That was the sound my lawyers make. No, it's not. Time's up. Guess no one felt like volunteering this round, folks. Again, you gotta give us more of a warning. We were still in the middle of discussion. You can't just... Rules are rules. As we explained earlier, a pair will be chosen by an audience vote. I thought his eye was, red. I'm gonna speed this up for y'all. Ads! Oh, hey, haven't heard you talk in a while. Group settings, not really my thing. Really, I have expected you to be the loudest one in the room. Yeah, no way. I came over here to talk about the actual game. We're not hanging out. What card you get? I got the 9. Great, partner up with me. What? Why? What card do you have? Lucky number 2. Not sure if I'd count that as lucky. It's like a super lucky number in some places. Why? Do you not trust me or something? No, it's not that. It just, why would you want to team up with me? Wouldn't it make sense for you to pair up with a smaller number? Hell no. Think about it. 3, 5, 6, 9, 8, and 10 are left. Partners that add up to 11. Probably the best pairs people can get right now. Worst case scenario, we hit and end up with a low number, but there's nothing we can pull that would lead to a bust. That's fair. As poor of a pairing it is, Ellis was right. There's no way to know what the other players would be telling the truth, and isn't a chance of us losing on the first hit. This is probably my best bet for now. I'd ideally want to score 17 or higher to be safe, considering there's a chance we end up with only 14 on our first hit. Way too low. We want 18 or bust. What's the chance of hitting 18 or higher with our duo? 50%, so not great. You make it sound like 50-50 odds are good. I've won with lower chances easy. And you're also one of the only people I trust to tell me about their card. Well, geez, don't give me that much credit. But yeah, I am being honest about it. My card is terrible. So we'll pair together and hope for the best. Me partnering up with the notorious Edwin Gates, huh? Well, just Add to stage. My back. I gotta share my screen again because my computer turned off. Okay, we're back. We're back! You saying the rest of us don't get any say on it? We let you hit with Poppy's involvement, didn't we? What are you complaining about anyway? You're the one who wanted to work on my trigger finger. I can't imagine a death more embarrassing than this. First time getting a 4th card all in the same round, folks. The card we're drawing is... Deadly Dreamboat, please make your way up to the gallows. You've gotta be shooting me. Yeah. Your current hand is a 28. No freaking way. Oh, I'm going fast on this, I guess. They're yapping. Now we reveal the dealer's hand. Look at that. Dealer bust. What? Told you to stand hard at 15. Like you didn't. Not saying any of that. This doesn't mean we would have passed with just a 13 too. So no hard feelings, I hope. Well, you get more people out. Collars detached, blah, 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 blah. Benny immediately brings up his hand to feel his neck. For once, Suits was right. Should've just stood. Spits out before bumping into Bones' shoulder as he walks past him to the straight edge. They have a history. The 4 are lifted out of your sight. I'm gonna hurry this up. So this is a really sad part. I'm gonna get this ending. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna go talk to Sailor. Hey, Orca Man. Hey, how are you holding up? What were you and Starfish talking about? We weren't leaving you behind. Don't worry. We were discussing a plan of attack. How's that going for you? To be honest, I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. I'm just gonna finish that quickly. Okay. They could be trying to screw us all over. I'm gonna quickly. Okay. So if you watched my video earlier that I put out of Sailor, this is the ending that I survive. So, time's up, everyone. Hope you're all where you want to be. And then Brutal Bull fires with another easy pairing. Who's it gonna be, big guy? He's pairing up with me. Brutal Bull and Paranoid Cosmologist. Please step up and face against the dealer. Eddie, you got a plan after this, right? Hey, wait a minute. He didn't have a plan. Character card lost. You lying cheat. You motherfucker. You said you had a plan to get us out of here, too. Get back here. Hey, I'm not done talking to you. What's the plan, huh? You're not seriously leaving us to die down here, are you? Character card lost. Ignore them. Come on. No, I'm not done talking to you. I'm not done. As you reach the gallows with Vega, you feel the collar around your neck noticeably slack. The floor beneath you gives as the platform sways as you walk on it. You can feel a light breeze from the chasm. A 9, pretty high. This duo, what it takes to beat a number like that. Sandbag, forget him. Get the collar loose. Maybe there's a way out of it. I already tried. It won't come off. Unless you're trying for something really surprising, I'll take it that you both will be staying. Hit for God's sake. Get us on the podium. We'll find a way out. We'll climb up if we have to. Come on. We're staying on 17. All right, Mr. Dealer. Let's seal it. See it. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you listening to me? Isn't the point of all this proving that you're still humane? I'm trying to save a kid here. Do any of you even care about what's right? Just because we messed up, are we people not people to you? Answer me, damn it. Say put me down. Stop. That hurts. Put me down. It's not fair. This is so sad. Congratulations. You pesky outlaws got away with it this time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I hate the ending. And folks, that's it for Jackpot Crash Course Chapter 2. I hope you enjoyed seeing me play. Yes, you can go get this on Steam for free, like right now. It came out yesterday. It is just such a fun game, and I'm very sad to see Sailor and Sandbag go. But hopefully in the next chapter we see more, and I'm really happy for anybody who at least got on to see what I'm doing, or anybody who watches this in the future, just to kind of see it more. And I will do more live streams and more videos soon. Thank you all for just still being supportive of this channel, and I will play again when Chapter 3 comes out, and I will make sure that we have another live stream for that, and it's more planned in the future. So, thank you, and I will see you Nuggets later. Bye, fam.